Okay, welcome in one and all. I have quite a bit of catching up to do, so I'll do my best to review the last three nights of the NHL schedule, starting with the teams you see on your screen with the Dallas Stars, and they went into Florida to take on the Panthers. The Panthers would prevail in this one in a high-scoring affair. 5-4 would be the final score. Rodriguez would kick things off in the first, getting his fifth goal this season from Mikola and Reinhart at 4 minutes and 39 seconds of that frame. Faxa would then tie things up 13 minutes and 42 seconds into that period, and his second goal of the season from Steele and Harley. Reinhart would then score his 17th of the season, assisted by Barkov and Rodriguez with a minute and 46 seconds to go in the frame. So it was 2-1 in favor of the Panthers heading into the second. Verhaeghe would then get his 12th goal of the season, assisted by Bennett and Mikola 24 seconds into that period. There were no other goals to report from that frame, so it was 3-1 in favor of the Panthers heading into the third. Marchment would make the lead, to cut the lead down to 3-2, 39 seconds into that frame. A power play goal, his 8th of the season from Duchesne and Heiskanen. Dadonov would then tie things up 4 minutes and 15 seconds into that period, his 5th of the season from Hackpana and Johnson. Barkov would get the Panthers at their lead for the second time in the game, his 8th of the season from Reinhart and Rodriguez, 4 minutes and 52 seconds into that frame. Rodriguez would then pot his second goal of the game, his 6th of the season from Ekman Larson and Ekblad, a power play goal exactly 8 minutes into that period. And Harley would get a power play goal for the Stars, his 6th of the season from Marchment and Duchesne, with just under 7.5 minutes to go in that frame. So with the victory, the Panthers improved to 15-8-2, and despite the loss, the Stars are still second in that Central Division, 15-7-3. Okay, our next matchup takes place in Tampa Bay, where we have the host Lightning. They're taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins. Should see the team's logos on your screen. So the Lightning would prevail on this one. 3-1 would be the final score in this. Cirelli would kick things off in the first with a power play goal, 5 minutes and 56 seconds into that frame, his 6th of the season from Hedman and Kucherov. In the second, Kucherov would then increase the lead to 2-0, getting his 17th of the season from Hedman and Stamkos, a power play goal, 8.5 minutes to go in that frame. Taylor Janot would then get his 6th goal of the year with just under 3 minutes remaining in that period, assisted by Asimot. So it was 3-0 in favor of the Lightning heading into the third period. Jake Gensel would finally get the Penguins on the board, but it took almost the entire period. 57 seconds were remaining in that period, and that goal was scored, assisted by Crosby. So 3-1 in favor of the Lightning. That would be the final score. With that, the Lightning are 11-11-5, and with the loss, the Pittsburgh Penguins are 11-11-3. Next matchup takes place in St. Louis, where we have the Blues, and they're playing host to the Vegas Golden Knights. This would be a high-scoring affair, to say the least. The final score would be 6-3. Take a look at the goal-scoring summary. So Whitecloud would get his first goal of the season for the Vegas Golden Knights, 8 minutes and 3 seconds into the first, assisted by Roy and Kolster. Neighbors would then tie things up 9 minutes and 20 seconds, so a minute and 17 seconds after Whitecloud opened up the scoring. Neighbors would tie things up, getting his 10th of the season from Rob Thomas. Hayes would then give the Blues a 2-1 lead, getting his 6th goal of the season, 10.5 minutes into that frame, assisted by Krug and Kyrou. Speaking of Kyrou, he would then increase the lead to 3-1, getting his 5th goal this season from Shen and Falk, with 2 minutes and 49 seconds to go in the frame. So it's 3-1 in favor of the Blues heading into the second period. Eichel would then decrease the lead to 3-2, getting his 12th goal this season from Barbashev and Stone, 9 minutes and 42 seconds into that frame. Marchessault would then tie things up on a power play, 11 minutes and 51 seconds into that frame, getting his 12th of the season from Karlsson and Eichel. Kolster would then give the Vegas Golden Knights a 4-3 lead, his 2nd of the season from McNabb and Krocek, 12 minutes and 18 seconds in that frame. And then Amadio with 18 seconds would increase the lead to 5-3, his 5th goal this season from Stevenson and Barbashev on a power play. In the third period, Karlsson would pot an empty netter more or less, getting his 12th of the season from Haig, and that's the final score in this one. With the victory, Vegas is now sitting at 18-5-5, and with the loss, the Blues are 13-11-1. And the last game from Wednesday takes place in Edmonton, where we have the host Oilers, and they're taking on the Carolina Hurricanes. Okay, you should see the team's logos on your screen. So this would be a high-scoring affair in favor of one team. 6-1 would be the final score. Ryan McLeod would kick things off just 28 seconds into that first, his second of the season from Fogle and Janmark. Ekholm would then give the Oilers a 2-0 lead, his fourth of the season from McDavid and Bouchard, and that goal happened just 13 seconds after McLeod opened up the scoring. Hyman would then get his 13th of the season from Janmark and Bouchard, 5 minutes and 46 seconds in that frame. He would then get his second goal of the game, his 14th of the season from Nugent Hopkins and McDavid, and that goal happened with just under 6 minutes remaining in that frame. So it was 4-0 in favor of the Oilers heading into the second. Just the lone goal to report in the second period. Warren Fogle will get his fourth of the season from Janmark, 2 minutes and 49 seconds into that frame. In the third, Jordan Staal would finally get the Hurricanes on the board, 7 minutes and 5 seconds into that frame, assisted by Slavin. And then Hyman would then get a hat trick, his 15th of the season, assisted by McDavid, 9 minutes and 35 seconds into that frame. So 6-1 would be the final score in this one. With that, Edmonton is now just 2 games below 500, 10, 12, and 1. And with the loss, the Hurricanes are 14, 10, and 1. All right, that takes care of all of Wednesday's actions. I will have 2 more videos uploaded to discuss Thursday and Friday's action in the NHL. As always, if you're new to this channel and you like this type of content, feel free to hit the sub button. I'd be very grateful and very appreciative. And as always, take care.